What up, though? Welcome back to another episode on LLC TV. Different setting. Wow, a lot going on. I'm actually in a different setting. I am not at home in Atlanta, Georgia. I am in my hometown of Saginaw, Michigan. So you won't see the office for quite some time, and it may be, just a white background, a little closer, a little more personal, which is fine with me. Hopefully that's fine with you all. I'm coming to you today because I want to bring to you a package that I received. I think I got it yesterday. I haven't been getting too much. Obviously, I live in Georgia. So, if I live in Georgia, then a lot of my packages are going towards Georgia. A lot has been going on with the world. Hopefully you all are staying safe with this coronavirus thing that's going around and spreading rapidly, closing businesses. Much love and support to those who are not receiving the checks that they would normally receive because their company has decided to maybe shut down as far as business. Whatever the case may be, that hours are cut short because business hours have changed. All of that is something to note, and at a time like this, obviously we need to band together. There needs to be overall plan as far as what can be done to make sure that those individuals can continuously support their families and obviously bills that they may have, because bills don't stop. Personally, I got a lot going on with myself and my family at the moment as well, which is the reason that I'm still here in Michigan. Not going to really get into all of it, but there is a reason that I'm in Michigan, and it's not the best reason, obviously. However, with that, I still do what I do. I still see shoes, and now I find myself making a few more purchases on shoes and just other clothing that maybe I wouldn't even make because, I'm emotional spending is what my lady says. But then again, I get some dope stuff that I wanted from time to time or want anyway. This is one of those pieces. So before we open the box, I appreciate you listening to the soliloquy, but like I said, much love and support to anybody everybody's affected by this, but I personally know people who have tested positive, and that scares the heck out of me. I got a 6-month-old son, and I'm trying to stay in the house as much as possible, limit all my communication, but like I said, we'll get past that. So all right, in the package, something nice. Collaboration of sorts from a store that I actually shop with. I've gotten multiple things from Lapstone and Hammer. The last thing I got from Lapstone and Hammer were the 2 Rack releases. So if you listen to Rack, I've known Rack since like YouTube, but I also listen to his podcast Playground Politics with Crispy Coyle. You all should listen to it too. So I wanted to get this. Before we open it, one more time, follow Limitless Lifestyle Crew on Instagram. I've been dropping some stuff, not much. I'm picking back up. I've been going through some stuff, so now I'm picking back up with the content. Follow Limitless Lifestyle Crew on Instagram. Visit limitlesslifestylecrew.com, the webpage. I am making updates as we speak, so you should see some of those updates come into play shortly. Let's get into what we got here. All right, so brown box. This was delivered, like I said, I ordered this on Friday and I got it on Monday, so not bad. Lapstone usually delivers like super quick anyway. This is my order number. This includes my address, so when I be showing you that, as you see, I'm opening everything with my hands because I put my knife somewhere. I don't feel like going to get it. So off the bat, I love additional pieces, trying to get as close as I can. Lapstone and Hammer pen, so I appreciate that, Lapstone. Also Lapstone and Hammer decals, 2 of those, appreciate that as well. And a nice marble box. This is nice. Nice marble box. Lapstone and hammer times Saucony, whatever you call it. I believe it's Saucony. I call it Saucony. Been calling it Saucony since I was like in the 5th grade. So, all right, what did I get? So, I got the Saucony Lapstone Collab Courageous in a 9.5. Now, my normal size is a 10. But in runners, there are times that I get a 9.5. Because this was like an early access raffle, I just went ahead and did a 9.5. May regret it later, but hope not. So open the box. It says Lapstone and hammer times plus or times Saucony, Two Rivers. In 1898, the Saucony shoe manufacturing company began its operations along the banks of the Saucony River in Pennsylvania, 75 miles away from where Lapstone and hammer was founded in Philadelphia. Saucony is derived from the Lenape, I don't want to say it wrong, I probably already did, Native American word Sakonk, which translates to where two rivers run together. This special project connects Lapstone and hammer and Saucony like two rivers running together to form a more dynamic force. Nice. Shoes with a purpose and a story. I always appreciate that. You can see that here, scripted here. Now, I mean, they promoted this shoe released a couple times, but I don't think they like promoted as much as they possibly could, which is probably fine with them, because I think when I listen to Rack, and a lot of like when I'm on Lapstone and Hammer site, it just seems to be, you know, geared towards the people who genuinely, you know, rock with them. So that's good. And I got the bone white version. This is what I wanted. As soon as I say there's two versions, right? There's this bone white version, and there is a black. It's not necessarily black, but I call it black. It's a darker version, but I like that bone white. Nike's been running it dry, the bone color, and I like the bone. Whew. I like these. You see these ridges too? This probably makes for some good comfort wearing them, but right off the bat, this is nice. A lot of different materials used on this. They even have a really high grade. Ooh-wee. This is a high grade leather on the heel tab here. High grade of leather. They have the moccasin stitch in the toe box, or around the toe box. You see that moccasin stitch, and this is the moccasin type lace with the lace lock. That is a salmon color. Blue Saucony dots. Looks like a brownish colorway. So they're using a lot of different browns on this shoe, which I appreciate. I actually like any of the beige colorways or anything like that. I appreciate that. And then on the tongue, it hits at the Lapstone and hammer. This is going to be a comfortable shoe. I can feel it. Like, you can literally feel that this is going to be a comfortable shoe without taking out too much. You see the insole. You may not be able to see it with my lighting. Sorry, not at home. But it says Lapstone and hammer, and more of that moccasin furry like material on the inside of the tongue. Salmon hit on the back. It's almost salmon. It's not quite salmon, but you know, close enough. Now, one thing that I did in preparation and before I even opened this is I listened to Rack talk about the process of how Lapstone collaborated with Saucony, you know, his involvement, what they thought. They actually like the darker pair more. I like this pair more. And when I say they, I mean the Lapstone and hammer group. They like the darker pair more. I like the bone version more, just because I know I can wear this a lot more, right? Like something this colorway, this off-white, eggshell, tan, whatever you want to call it. You can wear a lot more. So that's why I wanted these right off the bat. This is a clean shoe though. I mean, I like Saucony. I own, a few pair. I'm not going to say like I'm just some, collector of Saucony, but I do have a few pair of Saucony shoes. And this is definitely one of the cleaner pairs that I have. So I don't want to just say this is it, because they did put in some extra laces as well. And I heard that extra laces come with both pairs. So if you got the other pair, you got extra laces too. I think I'm going to stick, because it's a story, right? So the story is it's a moccasin type. So I would, stick with the moccasin or boat-like type shoestring. It's just part of the story. Now you can change it up. They do have lace locks in here as well, so that's pretty dope. If you want to change up the lace locks or you don't want that salmon hit, you can do so with that. But it's a story, right? So I like this right here. If I ever want to wear it a different way, then you just change it up. I enjoy like relacing shoes and all that stuff anyway, so should be fun. But this is the Lapstone Hammer Bone White with Time Saucony. The last look. Hopefully I don't drop them. Now they did 2 early access releases, basically, where if you were part of their community or on their subscribe list, even if you're just like on Twitter, then you could pretty much enter in a raffle to get these. I didn't get the first attempt, but I did get on the second. I didn't even enter in the first attempt, so I'm not gonna say I didn't get it, but I did enter on the first attempt for the raffle, and then I did get an email, or I was able to see my email for the second attempt and was able to get this. I entered for both pair, didn't get both pair. And they did kind of like a staggered release on release day, which was Saturday. Officially, I got mine. Like I said, this was ordered on Friday, but they did like a staggered release, and you should have been able to copy if you really wanted them. They were trying to just weed out everybody who just wanted them to potentially resell. At any rate, this is what I want to bring to you. Sorry for all the talking about things other than the shoes, but hey, life is life, and I want to share mine with you as much as I possibly can, and hopefully you all and your families are well. And honestly, it's about the shoe, the video is, but like I said, safety is always key. Anyway, Lapstone and Hammer Time Saucony, just like that. You know what it is. We will be back. LLC, follow Limitless Lifestyle Crew on Instagram. Visit our webpage, limitlesslifestylecrew.com. If you want to follow my personal page, JTown32, Twitter and Instagram. We will be back.